later. But guys, let me tell you something. With this particular company, I knew that I had to get something in my life. So I wanted to be in a size 6 for my 46th birthday. And guess what I did? I began to take the resolution drops. That's right, the resolution drops. And that's where I lost 14 pounds in 7 days, guys. Listen to me closely. 14 pounds in 7 days. And that was just the simple thing of taking 10 drops under my tongue 3 times a day, 15 minutes before I was about to eat. And guess what? The pounds began to drop off. I've been maintaining this size 6. It'll be 2 years in September. I'll be 48 in September, and I feel amazing. I hear people tell me all the time, I look so much like my daughter. That's my twin. Gwen, you look like you're aging backwards. It's because I've been detoxifying my body with these products. I've been taking these products religiously every single day. You're going to hear about a product that we don't leave our threshold of our home about, and that's the NutriBurst. And it's a multivitamin. And guys, if you know me and you know my family, you know for a fact that my son Caden suffered from no medical claims, but asthma, upper respiratory issues, in the ICU 5 times. Now, as a mom watching your child suffer from asthma or suffer from upper respiratory issues, you're like, what can I do? Oxygen level dropping below 90. Okay. When I say staying home from work, him missing school, all those things were detrimental. And I needed to do something, because you don't want to get written up at work because your child is sick. You don't want to have your paycheck short because your child is sick. You don't want your child left behind in school because he's missing so many days. Yeah, there are ways to work around that. But guess what? Having him have to come home early every single day or every other day because of his asthma was a problem. And I began to give him this multivitamin NutriBurst every single day. Kaden had not been hospitalized for 2 years straight because of this NutriBurst. I love this product. I have to also tell you about my mom. Let me tell you, my mom was diagnosed, okay? No medical claims, guys. I'm just telling you the facts and my own personal testimonies. She was diagnosed with cancer. Okay, guess what? Treatments. We're going to be at 12. I began to give her that NutriBurst, building up her immune system. Most of you know that anybody that had go through treatments and things of that nature, guess what? They cannot move forward with that. They're too sluggish. They're tired. They can't move. They can't do things. But guess what? I can tell you my mom was up and about. I would call her and ask her, where are you? What are you doing? She'll tell me, I am in the Dollar Tree. I'm at the Dollar General, because she just had the energy to move around. And I was like, you can't be out there exposing yourself. But she was detoxifying her body and taking the multivitamin NutriBurst. It is amazing products, guys. I live by these products. I live by that. I am making a strong 5 figures over here at Total Life Changes on a part-time basis. Some of you that are probably on here know that I work every single day. Do I have time to do business? No, I don't. I don't have time to run the business during the day. But guess what? Immediately as I leave my job, I am working my business at a part-time basis, and I'm making a strong 5 figures, supplementing my income. Also, to tell you guys, with me supplementing my income, I was able to take care of my daughter the last 2 years of her college time. The last 2 years, and I'm not talking about just your books or whatever. I'm talking rent, okay? I'm talking rent, I'm talking car, I'm talking insurance, I'm talking all those things. And if you know a college student that's a young lady, we talking hair, we talking nails, we talking pedicures, we talking we talking everything. Mom, I need an outfit for homecoming. Mom, I need this. But at one point in time, I used to have to tell her no. And that bothered me. It used to really make me cry at night, because I couldn't tell her that I'll take care of it for her. I couldn't send money when I needed to send money. Senior year, where it was really a difficult time for her, and her senior year in high school, where I couldn't do the things that I needed to do. But I found a way. But as a single parent, those things are really difficult. But when I found Total Life Changes, I was happy, because not only my health changed, because guess what? I used to be in and out of the hospital myself with headaches that they could not find what the problem was. They didn't understand. And it was because my stress and my high blood pressure, once again, my levels were really high. I was pretty much a walking stroke. But with Total Life Changes, I was able to bring those levels down. I'm in an industry now, I'm in a place now where I am coming in contact with stressful things day in and day out. But now it doesn't bother me at all because I feel great. I have enough energy to take on certain things. This is what Total Life Changes has done for me. And I brought you on this call because I'm having a private launch of people that I know that's looking for a total life change. People that I know that are looking for something in their life. People that I know that are single parents, that are parents that want to make a difference in their children's life as well as theirs. I started Total Life Changes, the business aspect of it, because I wanted to leave a legacy for my kids. I wanted to be able to put them in certain schools and do certain things that I had never done before. Being able to travel, Total Life Changes. Last year, I was on 52 flights because of Total Life Changes. It was able to supplement my income where I could travel and do whatever I want to do. No problem, because I know for a fact every Thursday, without fail, I'm getting that check from Total Life Changes. So guys, listen, I brought you on this call because I know for a fact that each and every one of you are looking for something different. If it's something to change your health or if it's something to change your wealth, you jumped on the line because this is something for you. So guys, I have one of the most amazing young women that's about to jump on the line right now. This person has been in my life for the last 3 years, mentoring me, talking to me, showing me the blueprint on how to take my life to a whole nother level. Guys, listen, you can see right here on my back wall, you write it and make it plain. That was something she said to me. And just about everything on this wall has pretty much come to fruition. And I keep repeating this stuff over and over and over again. Guys, this person is nothing but dedicated, committed. She is a documented millionaire, her and her husband. They did it in 17 months here at Total Life Changes. They have been in the industry of network marketing for over 20 years. Can you imagine 20 years of failing? And all they said was yes. Yes to this company. Yes to a change in their health. Yes to a change in their wealth, because they believed that something was out there for them. This person has been nothing but amazing for me. They've been featured in businessforhome.org. They are documented, like I said, 6-7-figure earners, millionaires, under the leadership of none other than the #1 female network marketer, Miss Stormy Wellington. That's right. I'm less than 6 degrees of separation of greatness. This couple is nothing short of created for greatness, because that's exactly what they're putting in our lives. So guys, I introduce to you to some, and I'm going to present to others, none other than my national director, Miss Pamela McCray. Miss McCray, are you out there?
Absolutely, Miss Gwen Bennett. I'm getting together and I am definitely on the line this evening. And I want to say to you and to all of your guests, you know, I'm super excited about the future. I'm super excited about all that you've already been able to accomplish. And I am so thankful, both Nate and I, to be in business with you, as you have definitely been able to change your life. We are changing lives together, one cup of tea at a time, for real. And so I'm just excited about all of your accomplishments. You see, ladies and all of you guests that are chiming in on this Zoom tonight, I want you to know that you've been able to just hear some incredible testimonies from an amazing woman who said yes not too long ago. And as a result of one little yes, you heard it, she's been able to take back her health. Her mom's life has completely turned around. On top of it, her son, her children have been able to benefit, all because of one yes. And so listen, you've been invited to hear Project 1000, because we're on the go doing this thing all over again. The momentum is high. The energy is high. New stories are about to be created. And guess what? She's a documented 5-figure earner part-time, from a size 14 to a size 6. And I say to every single one of you that's dialing in, I want to say hello to Alicia. I see Althea, Saheem, Zipporah, Taria, Teresa, Rufus, Jesse, Miss Felder, Michelle, Phoebe, Diana, Christina, Judith, Lanique, Shonda, Paul, so many of you, Helena, David, who's been invited to this very private call. I can go on and on, Roderick. I want to say welcome, because anybody could have been on here tonight, but she thought about you, because this is her very first call as we are embarking, as we are grabbing a hold of a mindset that literally called the skin tea mindset that started a little over 3.5 years ago when I said yes to this amazing opportunity. Can you imagine it literally creating over 9 millionaires and hosts? We can't even count the number of documented 6-figure earners, the number of 5-figure earners. Ms. Gwen Bennett was one. So can you imagine one yes turning your entire life around? Because that's how it all began a little over 3.5 years ago, when I simply began to sip on this cup of tea like this, ladies and gentlemen, not realizing that my life was going to completely turn around. And so I say to you all tonight that have been invited by Ms. Gwen Bennett, what if this is the very opportunity that can take back your health? What if this is the very opportunity that can help to create some wealth? Because that's what you're on to hear about tonight. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know I failed in this industry. My husband and I for over 20 years. We tried a lot of businesses like this that made sense at the time, but guess what? We realized that if it doesn't make dollars, it's not making any sense. So imagine, though, we believed in this industry. We knew that one day we was going to find something. So that's the reason why we kept failing, trying different businesses. But I want you to know tonight that you're looking and you're listening at a woman who used to be very shy, used to be that woman who did not believe in myself, did not fully understand my purpose. Really and truly, I allowed fear to stop me. How many of you can relate to that? Well, I can tell you that it's something about when you begin to realize that greatness that you have on the inside of you, that greatness will begin to come to the outside. You sometimes in life you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know if there's anybody on this Zoom tonight that can relate to that, but that was our story. We filed bankruptcy not once, but y'all say 2 times. We went through repossession. I can tell you, my husband was a 6-figure plus income earner. He was an engineer. But how many of you go to that job every single day and you just don't know if it's going to be there tomorrow? Because sometimes we take things and we think that it's always going to be there, but corporate America kept failing our family time and time again. But what was the paradigm shift? You see, sometimes you got to have that click. Okay, what did it for me was when my husband, we had to make a decision. Are we going to eat or are we going to ride? So on that day, when he went and he sold the last vehicle that we had, and he literally had to walk home that day, ladies and gentlemen, with that check in his hand because we were so broke that he didn't even have enough money to take a taxi cab home. I knew that I had to become the person that I was looking for. And so it was on that day that I decided, you know what, no longer will I allow fear to stop me. I'm going to become who I need to become in order to attract the very things that I want to see happen in our lives. So how many of you know what it feels like to just do something? Step out on faith. Because that's what happened a little over 3.5 years ago. We had a plan. That's how we ended up in beautiful Miami, Florida. Life was good. The job was good. But then corporate America said, you know what? I no longer need you. How many of you can relate to that? Well, I hope nobody ever has to experience that, because unless it's by choice. Because we looked up right around the holiday season time of 2014. No job, no money. Our 3 children looking at us like, what just happened? And so we didn't realize that we would end up homeless literally by the top of 2015, living in a home of an incredible young lady. I'm going to show you to her. She happens to be our visionary, the #1 female network marketer in the entire world now. Back then we were all broke, okay? She had to pawn her jewelry and do everything just for all of us to eat. It wasn't just 2 of us that moved in our house, but 5 of us that moved into our house. Now, then, always one in this industry, but has been able to say yes, not just create 9 millionaires in the last 3.5 years, but she has been able to earn over $9 million in the last 3.5 years. She's the #1 female network marketer in the entire world. My coach, all the young ladies coach on this line tonight, Ms. Wellington. And so I say that to let you guys know that what ended up happening was, as we began to sip on this tea, I want to paint this picture for you. Imagine people sipping on tea, and now us sharing our incredible testimonies, you becoming a product of the product. And it's not just about weight loss, but it's about you being excited about health. If you don't need to lose any weight, great, then you fit the part. But if you do, you now become a product of the product and show the world what the product can do. And now everybody wants to know what's in your cup. So I ended up beginning to sip, not knowing that I was going to lose 20 pounds. This is my story. 20 pounds in 31 days. I didn't go from a size 14 to a size 6 like Miss Gwen Bennett did. But look at me, I had a belly. How many of you know some people with that little bit of pudge, that belly fat? Well, when my belly went flat in less than 31 days, the world wanted to know what I was sipping on. And it's that very same story that ended up turning into $22,000 in less than 60 days. Mind you, I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have a network. I didn't have a huge social media following. I had really no friends on social media. Not to mention, my friends and family didn't even want to be bothered with me because I had tried 20, 30, 40 businesses over the last 20 plus years. So I was a joke to the world. But I guess what? I didn't let that stop me, because as a result of it, as that money began to come into the household, as our lives began to change, I began to realize that, you know, it's not about me. It's about people like Miss Gwen Bennett that would come along. It's about people like Sunita Lewis that would come along. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I could tell you, as a result of it, kept sipping on this tea. Y'all say sip, sip. All right. And as a result of it, looked up, earned $250,000 in less than 7 months' time. At that time, my husband said, wait a minute, I can't find a job. Corporate America is not calling me back. Meanwhile, he's shipping out this little tea. And what else you need me to do? Because at that time, he began to realize nobody wants me anymore after giving up himself for over 25 years as an engineer. So we began to build this business together. We locked arms. We more than doubled our income our first year, earned over $600,000, and we became the first 7-figure earners, yes, underneath the leadership of Ms. Stormy Wellington. And it's all because we made a decision to stick to the plan, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm gonna let you know that that's just my personal testimony. So as we're kicking off these next 90 days, you're in a very powerful position, because the person that says, you know what, I want to get in front of the movement, because I can tell you that just like 3.5 years ago, an explosion took place. This explosion is about to happen all over again. And Gwen thought about you tonight in order to say, you know what, I'm going to share this information and allow some new people to say, I'm ready to be the next story. Your timing and your positioning is everything in a business like this. So the name of this company is TLC, all right? I'm going to call it Total Life Changes, and I'm going to call it TLC. And see, as you can see, there's some momentum happening around the world as a result of a gentleman by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. You see, Mr. Fallon started this company 18 years ago from his basement with a mission and with a vision. See, imagine starting a home-based business that now grows to almost $250,000 debt-free company. See, we're debt-free. So guess what that means? The compensation plan is for real, because he knows that the more we open our mouths about these products, the more money the company is going to make. So he pays us out maximum amount that he could ever pay us out. It's powerful. And so as a result of him now creating this company, we have a company that's stable. We have a company that's not on trial. But I can also let you know that nobody knows yet about the product. Like, we haven't scratched the surface. So imagine you saying, you know what, I'm going to be the one to let the world know that they can lose 5 pounds in 5 days, which is what this tea does. We have over 50 products. Not going to talk to you about all of them tonight, but imagine having a home-based business. Anybody on here tonight, Phoebe or Michelle or Miss Felder or Jesse or David or Roger, Zipporah, Taria, anybody ever imagine having a global business? I know I did, and I began to speak it. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but guess what? Today, as a result of social media, how many have been on social media? How many of you have clicked the mouse today? You see, the internet connects us to the world. So imagine you now sharing your results and people all over the world saying, I want that tea. How can I get it? And you now have business all over the world. That's what's going to happen. But we have a movement called the 30-33 movement. And this 30-33 movement is changing lives. Can you imagine committing for 30 minutes of simple cardio, walk, jumping jacks, go up and down some steps for your heart health? Because we are teaching the world that without your health, you cannot live the epitome of life and what God called us to live in. And so for 30 days to create a lifestyle change with 3 simple products, absolutely changing the world right now as we speak. So let me tell you a little bit more about this tea. Everybody say number one detox tea in the entire world. So if you're saying, I need to lose any weight, no worries. Everybody needs to detox. And I'm going to tell you, it's not about you. It's about how many problems you can solve for the world in weight loss is huge. People struggle with weight loss. So imagine you being that person that introduces this product to the person that says, you know what, I've tried everything under the sun. Then you look up and you're like Miss D out in California, who's dropped 44 pounds in less than 36 days. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how she's feeling today? You see, that's what this product is gonna do. It's packed with 9 herbs, no stimulants. You simply drink it twice a day and the weight is gonna go away. It's that detox tea though. I tell you, I didn't drink it at first, but I'm so excited I did. And that's because when Coach Stormy told me she was down 10 pounds in 10 days, when she told me that she was dependent upon prescription drugs just to use the restroom, there's an illness attached to it, and within 24 hours she was in the restroom without the prescriptions, I knew we had something powerful in our hands. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the first product, the IASO tea. All right, so write that one down. Now if you're on the go a lot, I want to tell you about our instant IASO tea. Mr. Jack Fallon stays on the cutting edge of everything. This one, you just open it up, pour it in a bottle of water, shake it, voila, lose 5 pounds in 5 days on the go. So that's the tea, all right? You see Sanita sipping on her tea in the background. Now, I want to tell you all about another incredible product because we tap into 8 different industries, okay, with a lot of products. But the health and wellness is huge. And so I want to let you know now about this amazing vitamins. How many? Althea, Saheem, Zipporah, Alicia, how many of you take a vitamin every single day? Well, think about this. If you're taking those pill form vitamins, they're wasteful because your body can only absorb about 10, maybe 20% into your body. But we have a liquid vitamin that's packed with 72 minerals, 19 amino acids. Just look at it like this. 1 tablespoon is like you eating 10 salads. So it's phenomenal. And because it's a liquid, 98% is going to be absorbed directly to your blood system. Well, let me tell you about one of the reasons why I'm super excited about this product. Because my dad, if I can find it, my dad turned 94 years old back in April. But I want to let you know where my dad was a little over 2 years ago. My dad was flat on his back. Here it is. He started responding to us. He would not, his memory was going bad. He would not answer anybody's question. On top of it, ladies and gentlemen, wheelchair bound for over 2 years, was so weak he couldn't even lift a fork to feed himself, to the point to where hospice called me. And they said, Ms. McCray, we need to offer our services because your dad is declining. But I want everybody on here tonight to say NutriBurst and fast forward. Because let me tell you where my dad is today. This picture is documentation. Documentation beats conversation all day long. My dad is having full-blown conversations. His memory is incredible. He went from not being able to lift that fork to sipping on hot cups of coffee. On top of it, I got a phone call from hospice about 6 months in. And they said, Ms. McCray, this doesn't normally happen, but your dad no longer qualifies for our services. Look at him here. Look at him here. He's like Benjamin Button, aging backwards, and has celebrated 2 more birthdays, 94 years old. So that's the power of the NutriBurst. And now let me tell you, once you begin to put the nutrients back in, how many of you, you work, you get up early, maybe you have children, your husbands, your wives, whatever the situation may be, but you're busy, right? The world is busy. And all we do over here at TLC is we solve a lot of problems, okay? The person that solves the most problems creates the most wealth. So we tap into the energy industry. How many of you walked into a gas station or into a grocery store and you saw the 5-hour energy drinks today, the Monster drinks, the Red Bulls, all of those unhealthy drinks that the world is dependent upon because they're tired, sitting in traffic 2 to 4 hours a day, working 10, 12, 14 hour days. Well, I want to introduce you to the NRG, natural raw energy. So they're going to get it naturally, turn on the energy, turn off the appetite. It burns 300 to 600 calories a day, but it's also known as the happy pill. I hope there's no one on here, but are you not the happiest person in the morning? Are you going to work saying, don't talk to me until I get my cup of coffee? Well, listen, if you take the NRG, you're going to start going in there saying, great morning, and the world is going to want to know, what are you taking? And so that is the power of the NRG, changing lives. And I tell you, we're super excited because of what it's been able to do for so many people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have coffee. We have emu oil. Write this one down. This one penetrates 7 layers deep. It is going to eliminate all kinds of pain. It helps with growing back in edge line, ladies, if it's thinning from weaves, wigs, braids, all of that. Men, if you have the landing pad happening, not by choice, it grows and all of that, but it helps with any kind of skin issue, dry skin. Google the many benefits and you're going to see the power of this incredible product. So that's the Immune Oil. Lastly, I'm going to let you know about another product that's changing lives all over the world. We're saving some marriages and some relationships here at TLC. We got 2 all-natural products, the Strike for Men and the Love for Ladies, both which are going to enhance sexual performance in the bedroom. This Strike is likened to that little blue pill. Not going to name it. Kind of rhymes with Niagara. Ours is green, so we call this one the Incredible Hulk, okay? It's going to increase stamina for up to 24, some say 48 hours, but it's all natural. All of these on the back are herbal, men. So what it's going to do is help to maintain a healthy prostate, which is very important. Now, Mr. Fallon, he has jokes, absolutely. He's such a jokester, but we love him, right? Because he came up with the Strike Extreme on the cutting edge. Now, this Extreme is going to give you the same benefits, same health benefits, but last for 6 days, okay? So men, here you go. Ladies, watch out. Now, I want to tell you also about the Love, because he didn't forget about us, ladies, okay? This Love is going to increase libido, moisture, mood, do so many different things in the bedroom, but it too is all herbal. So it helps to balance our pH. It's going to help to help women with menopausal issues. And so it's a phenomenal product. And when you take and you put these together, you now have what we call fun back in your relationship. So they're incredible products. I can go on and on with the products. As you can see, we're passionate because we're products of the products. And that's all we do. We take them, we consume them, we share about them, and the world wants them. That's how simple this thing is. But what I want to do at this time, I'm going to move myself out the way, because if you just wanted to hear about the products, you should be saying, you know, when I'm ready to order my kit, because what I didn't let you know is that these 3 products are known as the Get Fit Kit. That's a part of that 3033. You can get this kit for about $150 and you are on your way to taking back your health. You want to get rid of this and get the instant tea. It's called the Freedom Kit. Freedom on the go. Take your health back. But let me go ahead and bring this incredible young lady on the line tonight, who I tell you, I remember like yesterday when she shared her story with me. And it's amazing how social media works, because that's how we connected. And I tell you, she has an incredible story. We watched her truly fight along this journey. And as a result of it, she has been able to take back her health. She's been able to create some freedom financially. And so without further ado, we're going all the way to New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to bring on the line none other than Sanita Lewis, so she can share with you what TLC has done for her so far.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear, darling.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Miss Pam McCray, for allowing me to speak. Thank you, Miss Gwendolyn Bennett, for inviting me to your Zoom with all your guests on the line. Congratulations, everyone. But like Miss McCray said, we met on social media. At the time, it's been about 2 years, huh, Coach Pam? Been about 2 years. And I was on Instagram. And at the time, I'm just trying to get my health back. I'm a breast cancer survivor. And after treatments, chemo treatments and surgery and stuff, I had so many medications in, so much chemo in, and I actually needed, I was still having the side effects of everything. I was done with it, but my body, it just wasn't right. I was still feeling tired. I had malaise. I was still nauseated was my big thing as well. Then lo and behold, I saw on social media, they started flashing this tea, IASO tea, on Instagram. So, and then in side view of that, I had a friend. She's saying, Sanita, have you ever detoxed before? And I was like, no. She said, you really need to, detox your system, overhaul your system to get rid of all of that and just like start over. And I was like, oh, okay. I never thought of that. Being a nurse too, it just never clicked in my mind that I needed to do that. And then I find this IASO tea. So I inboxed Miss McCray and I said, I'm interested in this tea. What does it do? And the first thing that stood out for me was detox. So she told me all about the tea and I said, okay, I'm gonna call you back next week. And I actually called her back the next week. I not only purchased the tea, but I actually signed up as an independent business owner with the business because I just loved everything that it stood for. And so excuse me one second. I consumed, once I got my tea in, I started drinking my tea, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling a little refreshed here, got a little energy. And I consumed the tea for one whole week. Within that week, wasn't expecting the weight loss, but guess what? No weight loss. I lost 7 pounds within my first week. So I continued to consume the tea. I could continue to drink the tea. My nausea went away, and I'm not making any medical claims here, but this is what I experienced while drinking the Yaiso tea. My nausea went away. I started having a little burst of energy, and my body just I felt fresh. I felt relieved, and I just some relief, especially with the nausea. And on my journey, I've lost over 35 pounds, and I'm still going, and I'm still at it, and I'm still drinking my ASO tea because we have a relationship now. So that's my story.
Wow. I tell you, thank you. Every time I hear your story, Sunita, I just continue to smile because knowing what these products did for you to change your life, you're down 35 pounds as a result of it, and truly to change lives along this journey. So super excited about what's going to happen in this next phase. So thank you for coming on and sharing a powerful testimony. So ladies and gentlemen, I know you're saying, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I'm hearing that people are losing weight. I had a shirt on yesterday, lose weight, make money. And that's what's happening. People are taking back their health, and people are making a commitment that, you know what, I'm going to share these products. And literally that's all you do. You become a product of the product. You be saying, well, I'm not a salesperson. Neither was I. Remember, I told you I was shy. We don't sell anything. We just simply show our results and our happiness and how we're feeling as a result of taking our health. And it's contagious. People want to be a part of it. It's amazing. So we get paid not just one way. Okay, my husband and I, we were accustomed to that one way. And I'll be honest with you, when it went away, it was devastating. Like we ended up homeless. But I could tell you, we had this plan B. Too many times in life, we're taught to just have that one way, and we don't realize that, yes, you can go out and you got to work the job. It's a necessary evil, as my husband calls it, but you got to realize you're building somebody else's dream. What are the dreams you have on the inside of you? Maybe you want to own your own home-based business. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to open up something. And I can tell you, this is a vehicle that's doing all of that for people. They're leveraging total life changes, and now they're going out and doing other things. It's just that simple. So 5 ways we get paid here at TLC. Write that down. The number 1 comp plan in the entire world. That's what we have here. The first way is real simple. Retail commissions. I asked you, just like Sunita said, she said she saw this little pack of tea across social media. Who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Because every time you ask that question and people hear that question, they're now going to want this product. So you're going to be given a free website, okay? As soon as you get back with Gwen tonight and say, you know what, put me in first. I want to get ahead of this thing, this movement that's about to shift up the world over the next 90 days. And so now you get a website, they go to it and just say 50% partnership. Every order that takes place on your website, Mr. Fallon says, I'm giving you half. It's just that simple. Now, I know there's some people listening in tonight that you have the mentality that, you know what, I want to make some money every day. There's people that saying, you know what do I need to do every day so that I can put some money in my pocket? The bills seem to come in daily. Why not have some daily income coming into your house? So what's going to happen is when you get in and now you have some inventory, you have this tea in your possession or some of these other products, I can tell you this tea moves the fastest, but the NRG is powerful too when people get that happy pill and they start feeling happy. And so now you retail the products on a daily basis and you're able to create cash. Product on hand, create cash on demand. 1 pack of this tea, we pay $10 for or less. And now you're going to go out and sell it for $20. It makes enough for a whole week. A person's going to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Once they lose the weight, what's going to happen? You said it. They're coming back for more. It's powerful. This did it for me when I first got in. I went to a women's event, about 30 women. Selling this tea for $10 a pack, I saw it multiply to almost $400 in less than 20 minutes. And that's what made me a believer, okay, to really build this business. So that's the first way. The second way is fast start. How many of you want to make some fast money? Retail is going to get you fast money, but here's how you begin think differently as bosses, as CEOs. You see, there's some other people out there just like you that are looking for a vehicle, looking for a way to create some money from the comfort of their home. Maybe bridge the gap, maybe be able to pay their light bill, their phone bill, you know, go on a vacation or something like that. And so now people decide to join you in this, partner with you in this business. Every time they do, Mr. Fallon says, I'm going to reward you. I'm going to give you 50% of how they get started. So there's a lot of different packages here at TLC. They range from $100 all the way up to $1,500, okay? And so now you can earn $50 all the way up to $650 every single time somebody says yes. That's the powerful word tonight, say yes. Now the third, fourth, and fifth way is going to be a way in which you're able to create some residual income. How many of you know exactly the power of creating residual income? You see, residual income is that money that when you lay down tonight, you're going to still get paid. That's the power of this binary that we're talking about. It's called the hybrid binary. You see, you go out and you find two people. It's just that simple. You just need two people to now activate this third way of pay. Two people that says, yes, I want to do this. I want to lose some weight and I want to get paid. Real simple. So now what happens is you're going to now find that this binary is beginning to build because they're going to go out and get two people. They're going to go out and get two people. And then you're going to look up and you have a team building down below you. But now what's going to happen is this. You see, this is the reason why this is strong, because you're on this very first call that Gwen is having tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, she's one of our leaders in our organization that has some phenomenal results. Not to mention, she doesn't play her because she's consistent with her activity. She's out there in the streets. And so imagine you getting in front of the people that she's about to share this tomorrow, this weekend, because I guarantee you her mouth is never closed. And so what's going to happen is you end up with some people falling down below you who become a part of your team who you're able to benefit from just because you made a decision. Let me lock in my spot tonight. It's powerful. Let me tell you. Now, on this one way of pay, what's going to happen is volume rolls up. That's why you get into position, because you benefit from what goes down below you. But you're able to earn up to $20,000 a week on this one way of pay. Now, you may be saying, did she say $20,000 a week? That's like $80,000 a month. Absolutely. In the beginning, I didn't believe it was real either until we started maxing out that binary at $20,000 for the week, coming into our household, nothing coming out of it, ladies and gentlemen, not counting the other 4 ways that we get paid here at Total Life Change. Now, the fourth way we get paid is what we're going to call the check match. Now, here's what happens with the check match, which is powerful. How many of you have done businesses like this? Maybe you're like myself, you tried some things and they didn't quite work out. Well, the beautiful thing about this is that you're not going to be in this by yourself. It's not like a traditional business that you got to go out, open up all the doors and this and that. And if you don't do anything, then guess what? It's a problem. Well, teamwork makes the dream work here in Total Life Changes. So you're going to be connected to some people. So now here's what happens with this check match, okay? This is your third 50% of our compensation plan. 3 out of 5 ways we have a partnership, which is strong, industry high. And so now what happens is when someone that you personally bring into this business, they get paid on that binary, you're going to get a 50% check match off of what they get paid. Let me give you an example. Nate and I, we personally enrolled Miss Gwen Bennett, a high 5-figure earner in our organization. Guess what? When she gets paid, if she goes out and makes $2,000 for this week, she's going to get her $2,000. We're going to get a $1,000 check match. All right. So get that. Not only that, we have Miss Anita Lewis, who is also an incredible leader in our organization, headed up New Orleans. Well, guess what? Sunita goes out and let's say she does the same thing for the week, another $2,000. She gets her $2,000. We are going to get a $1,000 check match. Somebody makes $1, yes, you get 50 cents, and they add up. Trust me. If somebody goes out and maxes out their binary at 20K, yes, you get 10 grand. They get their 20K. You don't touch theirs, and now you get a $10,000 match. That's the reason why Coach Stormy Wellington loves each and every one of us, because imagine all these matches, as she is the #1 female network marketer in the world. So it's incredible, but it gets better. All right. Say better, write this down. Second level generational check match. Now when Miss Gwen Bennett goes out, and let's say Alicia, Althea, Saheem, Zipporah, Jesse, Roderick, Taria, Paulette, Shonda, Denise, every single one of y'all, Judith, Christina, Carrie, Diana, every one of you who are watching this, who hear this, y'all say yes, you become a second generation. We earn another check match, 50 all the way up to 50%, 10 to 50%. Just remember 100% bonus payout. The last way we get paid is what we call a lifestyle bonus. Go now, which is what my husband and I are. And you're going to now get a $1,500 monthly bonus for you to do whatever you want. Maintain your lifestyle, take a vacation, buy your car, your dreams, whatever you choose. That is what you can do with it. So that's the number one compensation plan. And now I know you're saying, okay, what do I need to do? First and foremost, you want to be sending Gwen Bennett a text message saying, I want in, I'm ready. Because this movement, I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that we are creating new stories over the next 90 days, the next 18 months, literally as 9 millionaires or 10 millionaires are going to be created all over again. So that means a lot of people are about to win, ladies and gentlemen. But on top of it, all you got to do is make a decision. Am I going to solidify myself and become one of her VIP customers? Then definitely place your order. Get the Get Fit kit. Say, I'm ready to take back my health. But if you're saying, I want to be a part of this movement and create some financial freedom, because that's what's happening, $35 is the difference between a customer and a business partner. Real talk. So you can choose whatever package, $100, that Get Fit kit. We have an incredible summer special for $309 where you get double everything. It's phenomenal. $500, $1,500. It doesn't matter where you start. It just matters that you send that text message tonight and say, I'm ready to get in. What do I need to do? And now choose whatever patch that you can afford. That's what it boils down to. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this thing out and I'm going to let you know, 3.5 years ago, I had no idea. One yes was going to turn it all around. No longer are we broke and struggling, but I can tell you what we're thankful for is that our children are also living the life that they dreamed of. To be able to pay for a private education for our son who just graduated from high school after he was moved along in the system, he struggled to be able to give him a chance at his dream. He's great at basketball. He was able to graduate, paid in full cash, multiple 5-figure tuition from Oak Hill Academy, where many NBA players graduated, and now, ladies and gentlemen, has a couple scholarship offers that we're literally making choices with right now. So that's because of TLC, and we are forever grateful and thankful. So all I want to say is you want to get back with Gwen. I look forward to seeing all of you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. So Gwen, I'm going to turn this back over to you so you can share some closing words with your guests tonight.
Absolutely, Coach Pam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. That's right. I know you are creating more millionaires. So I appreciate the time that you spent with us this evening. Guys, let me tell you something. This is a company. Most of you probably see me all the time, social media or around at work or whatever, and you see the difference. This is real. The products are real. You've actually sampled the products or taken the products. You know you have your own testimony. You've already started to build your stories. So I thank you so much for jumping on this Zoom this evening. We're launching. We're ready. I mean, let's lock arms. Let's take this thing to the next level. And I know that each and every one of you that jumped on, I know that you can do it. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you so much, Sanita, for sharing your story from New Orleans. I appreciate that as well. So thank you guys. Good night.